What's going on, you guys? Paul here with Paul's Performance, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about and doing a ventectomy on a Mark IV Jetta. This is something for TDI owners only, so those of you gasser guys, sorry, you got to get out of here. For those of you with the TDIs, this is a pretty popular mod. A lot of you probably already know about it, but if you don't, that's probably why you're here. You're trying to see exactly what it's about. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what it is and what you're doing, and then we'll show you how to do it on the car. Very easy to do. You can do it in literally like 5 to 10 minutes depending on skill level. First, I'm going to go on this board right here and kind of give you a visual of what it looks like, because I'm not actually going to be taking the tank off and showing you what that looks like. So I figured I'd show it to you on the board. So this right here is the fuel tank on the Mark IV Jettas. So basically, they put the exact same fuel tank assembly on the gas models as they do on the diesel models. Well, the gas models, obviously with gas, expansion, harmful vapors, very flammable vapors, you don't want those to get out into the atmosphere. So they have this expansion area up here in the top of the tank, and this vent valve that controls the expansion into this area here. So that's for the gas models, and you don't want to delete that if you're on gas, so don't pay attention. Now for TDIs, they still have this same thing, but diesel fuel doesn't have the same expansion rate. The diesel fumes are not flammable like that, so you don't need that system. That's why diesels don't have a evaporative emission system, none of that like a gas car does, because like I said, it's not the same fluid. So this area right here is unused on the diesel. It's just holding air. And the reason that it's holding air is because up here, this little pressure check valve is closed. So it won't allow for the fuel to get into this area. Once you fill up past the filler neck here, this area will not fill up anymore because it has no way to vent out, because your only vent is the filler neck, and this is closed off. So this will not be able to fill up. It'll just stop right here, and then your fuel flow won't come in because the air pressure in this area is greater than the fuel. So that's just simple physics that you'll have to do. I'm not going to explain that. So what we're going to do is we take this check valve out and we remove it. That way air can flow all the way through this tube. And when that happens, now your fuel, not only can it go up to here, but it can now go into this area of unused space here, and it has a way to go because the air can vent out. It no longer has this pressure pushing down on it, and it should give you apparently close to 2 extra gallons in your tank, which could get you more mileage, obviously, because you have more fuel. On a TDI, you might be able to get 80 more miles out of it. Who knows? I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Very, very easy to do. So let's go out to the car and knock it out. So we're out here at the car. We have our flap open. So we're going to remove the cap. I've seen a lot of videos on how they do this, removing the wheel, which is unnecessary. There is a T20 Torx bit right here. We're going to get that out. Now, once you get that out, I'm gonna take this and we're gonna pop it out, and the whole door assembly, gonna wiggle that out like that. This is rubber, so it'll flex a little bit, and now we have our whole assembly out. Now what we're gonna do is we have our vent, which is right here. Now we're gonna need to get this check valve out. Now on the very bottom here, there is a tab that needs to be pushed up. You need to push up on it and you'll feel it. It's almost like an electrical connector. So you're gonna push this way on this little tab back here, and then take something and press the valve outward. So let me press this tab up. And now I'm gonna press that out. As you guys can see, we have our vent out. So now I'm gonna go in the shop. I'm gonna show you guys what you need to do to this. So this is our vent valve. I have it in here. The tab that I was referring to is right here. So this is what you're gonna be doing to get it out of the car. You're gonna push this in and then slide the valve out. What happens is this has to open up in order to allow flow to come through here and through this hole. So we're gonna remove this check valve because we don't need it. Whoa. And it shoots out, so be careful, watch your eyes. Now that we have that out, we have a full opening to allow airflow to flow through this valve, which will in turn allow us to fill that tank up. So now that we have that out, we're gonna go put this back in the exact way we come out. So like I said, this clip needs to be pointing down towards the ground. Pop it back in there, because if you don't, you'll have a way out. Like I said, this also seals off that end. So this needs to go back in. You just need to remove this valve. Once we got that out, we're gonna go pop this back in and put it back together. So we're back out here at the car. We're gonna put our tab downward. I'm gonna slide her back in here, push it till it locks. Then we have that part done. Now we just have to reassemble our filler neck, slide it in, pop, and screw my torque in and put my fuel cap back on, and then you are done. All right, guys, so that's it for the ventectomy. Now you guys should be able to enjoy an extra maybe 2 gallons of diesel fuel in your tanks, get you a little bit further, be able to ride by the fuel stations for, you know, maybe a few more days now. If you guys have any questions about how to do this, anything about this procedure, leave a comment. Gassers, please do not do this. It's not for you, only for TDIs. So anyways, as always, please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Alrighty guys, so this is Colby here, and we did the ventectomy on his car, and we're just going to give him a little interview to see how he's been enjoying the ventectomy ever since we've done it.
So after having this ventectomy, my life has just changed in some amazing ways. I no longer drink, I no longer do drugs, and you know, I get an extra 80 miles out of the tank, so it's just really, really awesome.
That's great to hear. Like I said, it's life-changing things. Here at Paul's Performance, we love to change people's lives with just little simple things. So those of you guys, you should try it, because you can see we have positive results.